Hey, I'm Andy. Today we'll be reacting to another FLEEKAZOID video. This one's titled Nintendo finally announced their PS4 competitor, which is the Switch 2. And I know he's done a video about Stalker 2. I'll watch that sometime later. Just not right now because I want to watch this one. I will get back to the other one. So yeah, I saw the trailer myself. I didn't react to it. I just watched it on my own time. It feels like this is a personal opinion. It just feels like the equivalent of Sony announcing the PS5 was it PS5 Pro version, like their updated version. It just feels like that. Now granted, we don't have any hardware specs, and for the Switch 2 it was just a visual trailer, and the only thing I really want for them to have are Hall switches for their joysticks so they don't have drift. But knowing Nintendo, they probably won't have those, just because, like, tinfoil hat opinion here is, if they had Hall switches, people would be less likely to buy replacements. So I mean, there's probably other reasons why they won't put it in, but yeah, it's just something that I want one of these companies to put in rather than like a third party. Because like I have a third party controller with Hall switches, like for the joysticks and stuff. It's still fine. I'm still using it today. So yeah, let's just see what he has to say about the Switch 2.
Konnichiwa, pimps. For many years, Xbox and PlayStation have gone back and forth competing to have the best graphics, the best performance. Our online services are free. Oh yeah? Well, if a 12-year-old wants to yell slurs at a father of 4 on Xbox, they have to pay old Billy Buys All the Land $50 annually. That's racism as a service, motherfucker. Well, while those two bickered in what was known as the console wars, one thing I always respected about Nintendo is that they quit before the real party even started. They just opted to be like Denmark during World War II. They surrendered in the first 6 hours. They had zero interest.
Wait, what?
Like Denmark during World War II. They surrendered.
16 Danish soldiers started the invasion, but after less than 6 hours, the government surrendered, believing that resistance was futile and hoping to work out an advantageous agreement. Oh, okay.
In the first 6 hours, they had zero interest in competing over power. When Microsoft started the war against PS2 by launching the more powerful Xbox original, did Nintendo try to make a more powerful console? No. Nintendo just waved the flag and said, check this shit out, you won't believe it, we made a fucking cube! When the console generations leaped again, unlocking HD, better graphics, and grander games, Nintendo said, nah!
It's like they, instead of trying to break boundaries with technology, they just bank on nostalgia and just make I wouldn't say upgrades, but more games with those things, like a new Mario, a new Zelda, I guess a new Smash Bros once in a blue moon. So
we'll stay right here
more
at 480p, fool. Hey, how do you feel about jerking off towards your TV?
Oh,
here it comes. Here it comes.
Then when PS4 and Xbone hit the market, bringing gaming and graphics to an all-time high of realism, Nintendo responded to that by saying, fuck it, we're not even gonna make games for our console anymore. Then whatever, yada yada yada, Nintendo Switch. However,
it's like the only game I know of, or that's the wrong term. The only game that I'd say I played on the Wii U a lot was Mario Maker, and that's only because my friends owned it, and I every time I went to hang out there, I'd just go on the Mario Maker when they had it out. We would make like collab levels, more or less. It wasn't great, but yeah, we just had fun just playing custom levels and just making custom levels.
Ever since the Switch came out, Nintendo fans have been edging to the idea of a console that can actually run its games. Rumors have been flying for years, leaks leaking. What will that console even look like? Will it be a pyramid? Will it be a pentagon? Will it be a sphere? Hysterical! It could be any shape. But settle down now, because the wait is over. Nintendo has officially announced that it's
The same.
It's get ready. It's the exact same console. It's the exact same console. All right, it's not the same exact console.
It's slightly larger, but it's more or less the same.
Here's what's new based on a little sleuthing. Right off the bat, a lot of people are comparing it to the Steam Deck. Probably because it's all black now. They also said it's gonna run faster. But if you're worried about them potentially stepping in some legal hot water here, allow me to put your mind to rest. I talked to my top guy inside the Nintendo Corporation, face blurred out to protect his anonymity, and he says they went to great lengths to make it legally distinct from the Steam Deck by making it still kind of shit at running games. That being said, if the
I mean, there's a lot of handhelds out nowadays that are more closer looking to the Steam Deck than the Switch. Because you got some of the Neo stuff, you got the Asus handheld one. I'm sure there's a lot more small, I want to say like smaller companies putting out handhelds as well that looks like closer to the Steam Deck. But yeah, like I don't get that because the Switch 2 already looks so different to the Steam Deck. I don't see why that they're comparing the two.
Performance bump is anywhere near as massive as the PS5 Pro, we can still expect an FPS leap.
So it is called the PS5 Pro. Okay.
Bump is anywhere near as massive as the PS5 Pro, we can still expect an FPS leap from 25 to 23. The screen is larger now, which also means the Joy-Cons got larger. Huge news for the hulking hands community, which I am a member of. Although,
oh yeah, I do hope that, because like judging from these pictures, it doesn't look like it's ergonomic. Because like that's like one of the things I didn't really like about the Switch. Like they say it's like it's made for handheld, but I use a silicone sleeve more or less to cover this, because those sleeves had those like, it's not indents, it's like these raised bumps where the hand, like it's to simulate what a Xbox controller or a PlayStation controller feels like. It didn't feel that comfortable to me when I was holding the Switch as a handheld. So I more or less played the Switch games docked. So.
I'm being honest, these Joy-Cons still look a little bit small for these giant grippers here. You know, I mean, country girls make do, but out of curiosity, how short are those? 4.5? And that's inches, really. Is that what that looks like? Shit. That was at least that. Well, it looks like we both got a little bit of bad news today. But Baby Hands Fleek doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit, because there's still so much to be happy about. Like now the Joy-Cons are magnetic, so at least when Smash Bros lags and I crack my Switch over my knee, the Joy-Cons will be safe. That's $80 back in my pocket, which I can now use to buy one of their games that never goes on sale. And in more good news, Nintendo has announced Switch 1 games are going to be backwards compatible, meaning they decided not to rob us, everyone. Asterisks. Even money aside, I'm glad Nintendo did this, because the previous generation had nothing but Hopes, Dreams, and Xenoblade Chronicles for exclusives, which had to be the second biggest reason why it failed. What was the number one? I'm glad you asked. Number one, according to IGN, was that the name was too hard for Americans to say.
Wii U. Wii U. That's not hard. I mean, I guess he's reading off IGN, so I take it with a grain of salt. Because I think even the Wii U tablet even had better ergonomics when it came to like holding the tablet. But it's been a while since I've seen the back of it and held it, so.
The Nintendo Wii sold 101 million copies, but as soon as they threw that U on there was blood in the streets. These idiots!
Wasn't it also like a lot more expensive than the Wii, from what I remember? I think that's only one of the reasons why I didn't get it.
Think we don't know how to say we in America? You stupid motherfuckers. By the way, the we is still doing numbers to this day, so you worry about yourself, Egan. Hey, look at that. Your dumbass name didn't stop me from finding that dumbass opinion. That name's nowhere near as sophisticated as FLEEKAZOID. That's a thinking man's name right there. Anyways, I'm getting dangerously off track here. In other news, there's a C button, and right now everyone's trying to figure out what this means. It's a conspiracy. Hang on. Maybe that's what it means. No, it's curse controller, cash shop, chat, communist, China. No, that can't be it either. No one knows what this means. I know exactly what this means. It's C something NT. C something NT. We're missing one letter. Wait. I think I got
it's can't, as in can't capture. I don't know.
Like to
that was bad. That was bad.
No, don't need to dwell on genius. Let's move on to another piece of information the lying media didn't report. Nintendo has confirmed Joy-Con drifting on the Switch 2. Take a look at this.
Confirmed.
Did you see that? Maybe if I put some cars in there, you'll get it. Let me play it again. What was that Joy-Con just doing? Drifting. They won that.
I didn't even notice that when I saw the trailer. I was like, they really did drift the Joy-Cons.
Lawsuit, and this is their way of saying, fuck you, you nostalgia whip bitches. At first time it was an accident, but this time these Joy-Cons are gonna drift off that fucking controller and across your $20 IKEA desk. Once again, that is a direct quote from my insider, but take all this with a grain of rice. I don't even know if he's a trustworthy source. However, a very trustworthy source, dare I say a bastion of integrity and Christian values, former Activision CEO Bobby Kotick has confirmed that the Nintendo Switch 2 will be as powerful as the base level PS4. God forgive me for coming in my cargo shorts, but
So we're still gonna be getting 30 frames per second video games. Maybe 60, depending on, I guess, the game. But I guess still as a baseline it's 30. Like, why? It's like 30. There's some arguments with 30, but like it's more cinematic, it's whatever. But we're at an age where it's like, is 60 the minimum, like the bare minimum now that people will be fine with? Because like now it's more like 90, 120, or 144, right? Because you can, I know like there's some people they'll say like you can tell the difference between 60, 30, and 90. You definitely can tell the difference, but I mean the more higher you go, like, I don't know if you can tell the difference between like 144 versus like 1,000, but I guess that's more on the monitor, because the monitor can only go as fast as it says it can go. It can't go higher. So
say today's a special day. It's about God. That's exactly right, Uncle Wee Fleek. It is about goddamn time. Forget everything I said. I love you, Nintendo. All I've been asking for 8 years is a Switch Pro, and now you give me this beast? There's only like a couple consoles in the world that are more powerful than this. We're talking PS4 Pro, the PS5, the PS5 Slim, my toaster, the PS5 Pro, the Xbox One X, the original Steam engine from 1712, the Series X, the Series... no, not that one. The Steam Deck, my Ninja Blender. But you know what none of those consoles has over the Switch 2? Exclusives. Power doesn't mean shit if you have nothing to use it on. Nintendo's got...
Yeah, I don't have an Xbox console. Just because everything I want to play on Xbox, I can play it on Game Pass on PC. So, yeah, that's
exclusives. Power doesn't mean shit if you have nothing to use it on.
The controller's nice though. I'll give it that. But I mean, like I said before, I'm using a third party with Hall switches, sensors, whatever you want to call them. So I'm having no problems there. Although sometimes I am using a PS3. Why did I say PS3? A PS5 controller for platforming games, just because of the D-pad. I prefer the PS5's D-pad over the style that my other controller uses, or the Xbox's. Just, it's a personal preference.
Nintendo's got 3D Mario, 2D Mario, Paper Mario, Mario Kart, Mario Sports, and you know I can't forget Mario Party, Mario Rabbids, Zelda, Bayonetta, Metroid, Smash Bros, Kirby, Pokemon, Astro...
Wait, Bayonetta's exclusive?
3D Mario Rabbids, Zelda, Bayonetta, Metroid, Smash...
Where was it? Where was that?
Bros, Kirby, Pokemon...
I noticed it. On
Astral Chain, Xenoblade, Wii Fit Trainer, Wii Fit Trainer, Nintendogs. They're eating the Nintendogs. And finally, I'll be able to run them all at a stable 30 FPS. I'm going to Nintendo World, pimp.
I am going to commit great crime. I'm going to bust nut in Water Tower.
Thanks to the Polka Pimps for bankrolling this video, and another huge thanks to all the pimpers for buying me all these full-price Nintendo Switch games from 8 years ago. All right, we're staying in Japan for the next one.
Oh, there's gonna be an Assassin's Creed one? Okay, but like I said, I'll watch this one, the Soccer 2 review, probably next week and react to it. So yeah, the Switch 2. Will I get it? Probably not on launch. I I honestly might wait for the second iteration of it, because the first one probably won't have an OLED screen. Also, yeah, it will also, I think they announced the price, but I totally forgot. So maybe I'll get one of the first iterations if it goes on sale. Oh, like with some miracle it goes on sale at some place, I'll probably get it then, but I'll wait on it just because, like, if it's about the games, I have a huge backlog of games that I want to go through, and it can wait. So there's like, I don't think there's any games on that I've seen for the Switch 2 that makes me go, I must have the Switch 2 that at launch to play those games that right then and there. It's just have other games to play. So yeah, we'll see. So another great video from FLEEKAZOID, or FLEEKAZOID. He did pronounce it sarcastically somewhere. Totally right here.
The name's nowhere near as sophisticated as FLEEKAZOID. That's a
FLEEKAZOID. But anyways, yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.